Hey guys, Crystal here from Elite Hair Care USA. So I'm starting a new series called Car Chronicles, and I'm going to tell you why really quick before I get into the meat and potatoes of this video. A couple seconds. I'm always on the go. I'm an educator, I'm a hairstylist, I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm everything in one. So I try my hardest to get into my office to film videos for you guys, informational, purposeful videos for you guys, but I don't have time. So I said, just driving down the turnpike just now, I said, I'm gonna start a thing called Car Chronicles, where I can get you all the information, everything that no one else will give you in regards to this beauty industry, because we have this fear of giving information and someone is gonna come and steal your shine. The hell with that. No, they're not. So I'm going to be doing Car Chronicles of all the information that I want to get to you guys and teach you how to build a bomb-ass business. Teach you how to make a six-figure check a year. Teach you how to benefit and get promotions from other companies where companies are sewing into you so that you can sell their products. I'm going to teach you how to build a better, bigger business. I'm going to teach you how to deal with clients. I'm going to teach you how to deal with financial trouble. I'm going to teach you how to deal with all of that from the comfort of my car. So let's get into the meat and potatoes. Today's video is how to deal with moving to a new area and transitioning yourself into that area, potentially or possibly losing clients. I know it's a lot. That's a big title, but I'm gonna give you guys the experiences that I have, because I feel like, number one, as you guys know, if you've watched the videos on my channel, I preach this so much. When I decided to open my business, no one wanted to introduce me to anything. No one wanted to give me the nuggets. No one wanted to give me the coins. No one wanted to give me shit. Let's call it what it is. Okay, you guys know I keep it real, I talk straight, and I'm going to continue to do it that way. But let's be honest, everyone is inferior of you stealing their shine. I'm not inferior of that, because I believe in paying it forward, and what God has for me, you or no one else can take. So let me use my mouth, which is a gift that God gave me, the knowledge, the brain that I have in my head, and I'm going to give you it all right here on YouTube, right here. So if you haven't already, let's do some little housekeeping really quick. Click the subscribe link down below, thumbs up this video, and give me any commentary that you have at the end of the video of anything that I said that might have resonated with you, or something that maybe everybody else needs to know. I'm big on teaching others. Okay? Right. Okay, guys, so I've been in Orlando since 1989. I grew up here. I was not born here. My families are from the islands. That's probably why sometimes you'll hear an accent behind my voice. I went to good school. I went to good schools. My mother made that sacrifice for me. But that still did not prepare me for this thing called life as an adult, as a business owner. It didn't prepare me yet. When I opened my business, I had vowed, even before that, let me back up. I vowed before this, at the age of 18, my goal was to be married by the age of 20, children by the age of 30, my own business by the age of 25. I accomplished the marriage, but I also accomplished the divorce. That wasn't part of the plan, but God has a way. I also accomplished having children, but I ended up having children at 20. Once again, God's plan got out of the way. Lastly, I did quit my job and open a business at the age of 25 as a hairstylist. I also opened a company for weight loss capsules that I have actively been open for over 10 years. I say that to say this. While I am a hairstylist, you never want to put all your eggs in one basket. You should have residual income in other businesses, other things. A successful business person has about 6 different ventures at one time. Do you run them all? No. You set them up so that they can run themselves, but you do have to do the work at the beginning. Anywho, with this thing called life, we have to make transitions. So if you guys know, I filmed a video on how to open a successful salon with less than $10,000, which I did. I also filmed the video after that on how to transition yourself into the suite life, salon suites, that kind of thing. Could you believe that I have now closed my salon and I am now in a suite? No shame to my game. No, oh, I'm so sorry. Ain't no so sorry. God had a different plan, and his plan is in play. So I take that with a grain of salt, and I keep it moving. So now I'm back into a suite because I closed my largest salon by choice, by the way. And the place that I was renting that was about 700 square feet, the owner just sold it for $umpteen million, and they're going to tear the plaza down. So I had no choice but to go into a suite because I'm big on stability. Clients do not like when a stylist moves around too much. You are unstable, and they feel like they can't put their trust and their time into you because they're afraid that you are going to run off and they are not going to be able to find you. That comes with the territory, right? But in this video, I'm going to show you how to make this transition very easy and how I'm making my transition very easy. Now, don't get me wrong. There are bumps in the road. There are going to be bumps in the road. There are going to be bumps in the road. But just like a car rolls over that bump, you roll over that bump too. Sometimes the bump might burst your tire and you got to stop for a second. Then you got to fix that tire and keep it moving. So I do that the same way with life. Okay? The same way with life. So you decide that you want to move. You might be, I'm in Orlando. So we have East Orlando, West Orlando, North Orlando, South Orlando, just as any other city. I was in West Orlando. Now this is a pro tip to anyone that is planning on moving. Unless you are moving out of state, do not go from one side of town to the other side of town and expect people to follow you 100%. It's not going to happen. You're going to shoot yourself in the foot. You are going to shoot yourself in the foot. Now, if your clients are those that do live on that side of town and you have been working on the other side of town, it might be, of course, more convenient for them if you move to that side of town anyway. So I like to do a thing called a survey. I use a website online. I want to say it's called Form Type or Typeform, I think it is. And I created a little survey and I sent it out to every client that I had. Hence the reason why I always recommend online booking, so you can collect these emails and you can communicate with your clients. Hello. I sent out a little survey asking what they like, what they don't like. How was my timing? How was the area? Where do they live? Where do they not go? What do they do for work? That kind of thing. By getting those answers, I'm able to now better coordinate what is a good area for me to go to. What is a good place for me to be? Then, stop right there. You're going to use that information to determine if it's feasible for you to even move to a certain area. Maybe you live 10 minutes away from where you want to go. Maybe you live 45 minutes from where you want to go. But maybe your clientele, if 60% of your clientele is 45 minutes from where you want to go, is that a smart decision? Probably not. Now, in no way am I telling you not to do what's best for you. You have to do what's best for your family. So I ended up having to do it that way as well. I live in a certain area. My kids go to school in a certain area. Where I was about 30 minutes from my home. And I said, okay, my clients typically work in a certain area, downtown, Maitland, that kind of thing. So I'm going to move to the in-between. And the in-between just so happened to work out where the in-between was between my home and between my job. Okay? Well, I said that wrong. Between my home and between where my clients typically are. I said that right now, okay? Now, let me tell you how this thing called life goes. The clients that I'm going to say it that way. The clients that you think are going to be gun-ho for you, I am going to put this raw truth out there for you. It doesn't always work that way. Clients come and go. So you have to also make your decision based on what your needs are, what your life is like, what makes things easier for you. And then, of course, you're going to think about your clients. The worst thing you can do is think about your clients first. Yeah, because you want to get paid. But you didn't think about yourself in the equation. Now you've made an inconvenience to yourself. You've made an inconvenient decision. Because now you're going to be going left, right, forward, and center, trying to work out your life and center it around people that don't center their decisions around you. And I'm going to be very honest, Clients don't give two fucks about you, okay? They only care that you can do their hair, do their makeup, do their eyebrows. And if you just say, achoo, and you did it the wrong way to them, their asses will go somewhere else. So that's the reason why I say take care of you first before you worry about the other piece. Here's an analogy. When you're on an airplane and they're giving you all the rules and regulations and safety tips, this flight attendant is doing all of this with her clip and all that other extra shit. And she says, in the event that the airbags or the oxygen deploys down, please put it on yourself first and then put it on a child next. Why? Because you got to save you first. You can't save somebody else if you haven't saved you. Hello? Hello, somebody. Hello, somebody. You have to save you first. You cannot save the other person first. Because guess what? While you're wasting time putting the oxygen, I'm not going to say wasting time because we're talking about a kid. While you're spending time putting the oxygen on baby Juju, your ass passes out over here. This is why it works that way. Worry about you first. I'm not saying be selfish, but this is your business and you cannot surround your business 100% around people that are not going to surround their decisions around you. I made the decision to tell people, hey, I'm going to be moving over here by this date, blah, 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 blah. Some of them I told the situation, some of them I didn't, because some people just like to live into your damn drama and they don't really care about it. While you sit there listening to me give you all this information, telling you how convenient it is for you, because I'm trying to sell the shit to you. I'm trying to sell this move to you because I want you to come with me. At the end of the conversation, you're like, oh, okay. Well, that's cool, but I'm moving to LA in like a week anyway, so I'll see you when I get back. I wish I could pop my freaking gum, because that pissed me off to the max. Because this is exactly the reason why I tell people that when you are making your decisions, make them about you first. Because people will switch on you like the weather. People make decisions without you. We are the last person for a person to think about when they make a decision of what they're going to do with their life. Yet we make them the first reason of why we make the decision with our lives. And that's the messed up part about this industry, because we're not valued as professionals. Our industry is not an industry that is respected. Why? Because people look at this as a hobby. They don't look at it as a career or a job. So then they don't take it. They take it for granted. They take it for granted, and I'm not with that. I am big on making change, and I guess I'm going to have to make change one person at a time until I reach the 8 billion people in my area. If you heard me say my area. So those are things you want to think about when you're making your decision to transition to a new location. Number 2, because number 1 was really big. Number 2, wherever you go, make sure that it has what you need. Don't go into a suite and you can't afford to buy dryers. You can't afford to buy decor. You can't afford to buy a new product because you're too busy trying to afford the damn rent. Or, on the flip side, you go into a salon in an area that typically your clients don't match. Like the hood. Like the projects. Like the bad part of town where there's a lot of vagrants. Vagrants are homeless people. The part of town where it's a remote area. People have to definitely travel to you. There's no central highway to you. There's no access to you. These are the different things you need to think of before you make the decisions to transition. And when you do make your transition, make sure that you do your due diligence to let your clients know. So that's going to lead me to point number 3. How to keep your clients in the loop when you make the decision to move. So you want to give yourself at least 30 days. Now, I believe this, and I am full gone with this. It's not all the time you're going to have that privilege of time. You're not going to have the convenience of time. Maybe you had to make a split decision. Maybe you and someone are just not seeing eye to eye and you can't make a 30-day move. Maybe you are not happy and you just have to do what God told you to do, and that's move. But if you do have the time, give yourself at least 30 days. Okay? Give yourself at least 30 days. And if you can't do 30 days, minimum I would say is 2 weeks. stick that shit out for at least 2 weeks. Why? Because number one, you need to set up an advert campaign that you're going to send to every single person that you've ever serviced in your time. Once again, the reason why I say make sure that you're using online booking, or try to implement that, or get a system where you're getting their email addresses so that you have this electronically that you can send something out in the blink of an eye. Maybe something changed, you're offering a special, whatever. But this is the reason why I make sure that I collect email addresses, because I can now tell you, hey, thank you so much for being a valued client. I just wanted to let you know of a very exciting change that I'm making to my business. I will be moving to such and such, or let's backtrack, an exciting change that I made in my business. I listened to all of your concerns. I will be moving to an area that is better accessible, that has more to offer, that I can offer you more, that I can do such. With that being said, I'll be moving to XYZJK Main Street, Apopka, Florida, Jacksonville, Florida, New York, Los Angeles, Winter Park, Florida, Altamont Springs, Florida, whatever. So you got a chance to seek out those people, give them the information, because they're going to appreciate you. Number one, it's going to be you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You're damned if you tell them, and you're damned if you don't tell them. But when you do tell them, they might not like it, and when you don't tell them, they're not going to like it. So you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Just do it anyway. Okay? Once you tell them, they have a level of expectation. They're also going to have a level of respect, because you saw fit to tell them in an email, hey, I'll be moving here and I'm listening to you. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for caring enough to let me know that you'll be moving over here. Maybe there was a client that stopped coming to you that didn't know. They stopped coming to you because of where you were. And now they see that you're in a remote area that is, I'm not going to say remote, that you're in an area that's easier accessible for them. And they're going to appreciate the fact that you are coming to them. That you are coming to an area that they can actually come to. Maybe there were clients out there that they just felt like the salon you were in was not what you wanted to be, where they wanted to be. Now you're giving them a better experience. So that's the reasons why I like to do the email, because I feel like that's very important. Part B of you letting them know, you can also put a notice on your station. Hey, effective May 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 12th, I will be located at such and such address. So for those that may not have email and they're coming into you, they see this on your station. They see this on your workspace. They see that you're going somewhere. Don't be the sneaky mover. Don't be the sneaky mover. Let the salon know that you're moving. Let the manager know that you'll be putting a little picture on your thing so they know that you're moving. Don't burn bridges. That's the worst thing you can do. Now, sometimes you don't have a choice but to burn a bridge, but definitely, don't be the sneaky mover if you don't have to be. You don't need to do that. No attitude needs to be thrown. None of that kind of stuff when you're moving out and you're transitioning. You're doing something for you, just like the owner had to do something for them by opening that location, and they probably had to do the same thing you did. So don't feel intimidated like you can't say something. Say something so that it's an easier transition for you. Part C. So part A was send out the email. Part B, or letter B, was to post something on your station. Part C is to post something on your social media. Let people know. Let the world know. We're in a digital market. Let the world know, hey, effective such and such, I'll be at such and such, or a new location alert, something like that, because there's people out there that want to come to you. There's people out there that want to sit in your chair. There's people out there that want to be a part of your growth, and maybe you were too far away. Maybe you were in an area and they might have gone to another stylist and they just weren't comfortable. Maybe they didn't like where you were. Maybe they didn't even know who the hell you were and they were looking for someone in their area. Now you can target those people. Target them. Let the world know, hey, effective such and such, I'll be here. Or once you move in, because I am a firm believer of don't let your left hand know what your right hand's doing sometimes. Let them know, hey, new location alert, I am now located at such and such and such. Right? that's the easiest way. That's the easiest way. That is the easiest way. And then you reach a market that you didn't know maybe it even existed. You tapped into a market that might not have existed to you. So now you're getting new clients. Now you're getting new money. And you know, new coins. Oh, new coins. New coins are always good coins. But those are 3 things that you definitely should do when you are transitioning to a new area. Someone asked me what kind of adverts you can do when you're trying to transition. And I'm going to make a whole nother video on the ones that you should and shouldn't do. So definitely look out for that video. The type of advertising you should and should not do when you're a hairstylist or when you're transitioning. Because some of these advertisements that we're investing in are bad investments. But we are going to go into that in another video. But I hope you guys took those points. And you know what? Let me add another point. Point D. Part D. Create little cards, address cards. Sometimes you have clients that are not electronically savvy. You have clients that are older, you know. You can also send out postcards, but that can be a little expensive. That can be a little expensive. So I would only do that for the ones that you know are of high value to you. But if by all means, if you have the money to do it, then you know you can do it. But that's an expensive type of advertising because you are paying for that postage for each postcard. Now, if you're sending it out to 100 people, and out of that 100 people, only 10 of them are coming to you now, that might be of some value because typically with any type of mailing advert, you expect a 3% return on the 3rd advert. So that's the hard part to it. If you're sending the advert, don't expect that return the first time. You'll probably get a 1% return on each try. That's how it leads up to 3% on the 3rd one. It takes a person 3 times to read an advert before they even take action. So you might have to do that multiple times, and that's another reason why I kind of don't recommend doing it that way, because it's expensive. It's expensive. It's expensive. Now, if you one of those stylists where you don't care about the expense, then by all means, I welcome you to do that. Me personally, I don't feel like in this day and age that it's absolutely necessary. But for those of you who have those clients that you do want to reach out to, you can definitely do it that way. And E, which I'll stop at E because I don't want to overwhelm you with so much information. And I do hope you wrote this down, okay? Word of mouth. Word of mouth. Out. Yeah, word of mouth. If you see someone on the side of the street, wherever you are, in the new area that you're going to, wherever you are, if you see someone walking down the sidewalk, number 1, you should always have a card on you. Okay, make sure you update your address on your new business card. And hand them a card. Hey, my name is Crystal. I saw you in the area. Sorry, I wasn't trying to scare you. I just wanted to let you know that I'm now located in this area. And if you are looking for a stylist, I am definitely open for new clients. Please keep me in mind. At that point, either they want the information or they don't. But it's okay, because if you hand out your card to 30 people, I promise you at least 2 are going to remember you. And guess what that did? That brought you new coins, right? It's all about new coins. All right, guys, enough for today's Car Chronicles. I've spent 23 long minutes with you. But definitely, guys, if you haven't already subscribed, please subscribe down below by clicking the little red box. Please also give me a thumbs up if this was information that was valuable to you. And if you're one of those people where you've transitioned and maybe you have some pointers that no one has heard, please comment them down below. And if any videos you guys want me to film on advertising, all that good stuff in the beauty industry, definitely put it down below. Once again, my name is Crystal Williams, the owner of Elite Hair Care USA. Definitely follow me on IG, and I will talk to you guys in the next car ride. Bye.